Here's a look outside right now. We have a lot of cloud cover in the area. We have warm temperatures. We've got high dew points, so it's very humid, and that rain is not far off. So take a look at satellite and radar right now. We've been watching these showers moving into the area over the past couple of hours. They're along North Carolina, Tennessee border counties right now, but also we've got some even in our foothill locations. So as we look closer here, Wilkes County seeing some of that heavy rain, Surry County as well, moving into Yadkin County. Heavy downpours, but you'll notice that we're not seeing lightning here, so no thunderstorms at this point, but those heavy downpours are making their way to the Piedmont Triad, and this is wave 1 of rain. Now today we're not expecting that severe weather though, just kind of those run-of-the-mill thunderstorms if you hear any thunder at all. Tomorrow is a different story though. Here's a look at our severe storm risk for your Wednesday. All of this area shaded in bright green, a marginal threat for severe weather. That's a level 1 out of 5 on the severe weather scale. Damaging winds will be our big problem here, with winds gusting 60 miles an hour or more. So that could cause some pretty serious damage during this time, especially because we also have those heavy downpours that could cause flash flooding, but also could loosen up some of those root systems. The other issue is that we've got a non-zero tornado probability. And what I mean by that is that our tornado chance is not high, but it's not zero. The setup isn't perfect, but it could potentially cause tornadoes tomorrow. We have all of the ingredients in some levels here, not high ingredient levels, but something that we'll have to watch very closely as we head through that time frame. Here's a look at the hour-by-hour forecast. First, we're watching wave 1 move through though. Those showers, maybe the occasional rumble of thunder, that lasts through the evening into the overnight hours and into tomorrow morning as well, but primarily light rain. Now, Wednesday morning, about mid-morning, we start to see some of those heavier downpours move in. You could see some thunderstorms during this time as well, 10:30 a.m. So our morning commuters, especially the late morning commuters, will be dealing with this. But it's about lunchtime that I see the strongest storms moving through. So by 11 a.m. we'll watch as these storms move in off the mountains and the foothills and become stronger and stronger. They approach the Triad, and between 11 a.m. and about 3 p.m. we are dealing with some strong to severe storms throughout the area. These storms will kind of feed off each other. They're in this line. They're able to become very organized. Our environment is relatively stable, but we do have enough instability out there that we could end up with some of those severe storms, and some of our other severe weather ingredients are also out there, so that'll be a concern for us. As we head towards 3 p.m., the strongest storms leave us. We're still left with a couple of showers and maybe the occasional rumble of thunder after that point, but we'll largely dry out as we head even towards Wednesday late afternoon and evening. Here's the Piedmont Triad 12-hour forecast. You see those rain chances dropping off, but we also have winds gusting 25 miles per hour even after those storms leave. The foothills, temperatures will get into the mid-60s, winds gusting to 20 miles per hour, and in the mountains, temperatures will get into the mid to upper 50s. Breezy, and then those storm chances starting to drop off as we head into the later part of the day as well. Here's a 7-day forecast. Actually, part of a cold front that's moving through is what's causing some of those storms and what's causing that wind as well. We'll notice those cooler temperatures by the time we head towards Thursday. Slightly, temperatures will still be in the low 60s though, far above average by about 15 degrees. But then by Friday, we return to normal temperatures, which are highs right around 50 and lows right around freezing.
Jacqueline, thank you. A quick check on traffic. 52 MLK Junior Drive in Winston-Salem. Nothing doing in terms of problems in either direction.
You're watching WXII 12. And now, the Modern Automotive Sports Report.
Welcome to sports. The Carolina Panthers are out of the playoff hunt, and now the front office is hunting for a head coach. Interim Steve Wilkes will surely be considered, but owner David Tepper is exploring all options. ESPN and multiple other outlets are reporting Tepper spoke to University of Michigan head coach Jim Harbaugh about the Panthers job. Harbaugh previously led the San Francisco 49ers for 4 seasons before he took over at Michigan. Carolina will conduct formal interviews after the team wraps up the regular season at New Orleans this Sunday. Steve Wilkes was asked about his chances to land the full-time job, and this was before the Harbaugh news.
That's not my call, and to be quite honest, I'm not focused on that. As I told you guys from day one, I have 13 weeks, and my focus is just trying to win the day. And my focus right now is trying to make sure that we finish the right way.
The Panthers started the season 1-4 under Matt Rule and have since gone 5-6 under Wilkes. The NFL is pausing and praying for Damar Hamlin. The Buffalo Bills safety is in critical condition after suffering cardiac arrest from what looked like a routine tackle on Monday Night Football. Last night, the game was suspended against the Bengals, and today the league gave an update saying they are in regular contact with Hamlin, as well as the Bills, Bengals, and Players Association. The game will not be resumed this week, and there's no decision on a future resumption of the game. The Week 18 schedule will go on as planned, but with plenty of support for Hamlin. Many teams canceled media availabilities Tuesday and changed their social profile photos to his jersey number. Many people have been calling